When it comes to making sure your vote counts on Election Day, it's important to know your rights. Since the beginning of 2021, 21 states have enacted 42 laws that make it harder to vote, like cutting back on early voting, adding requirements to register and stay registered, and making it tougher to vote for people who show up to the wrong precinct. That's not even counting laws like the one stopping people from handing out food and drinks to voters waiting in line to cast their ballots. Now, we can't control that kind of voter suppression in the short term, but legally speaking, on Election Day, no one can try to stop you from voting. Let's break down how to set yourself up for success, what's not okay, and what you can do if someone does try to interfere with your right to vote. Vote.org is an incredible resource where you can check your voter registration status, find your polling place, and confirm what kind of identification you need to have with you in your state, all before heading out to cast your vote. If for some reason you get to your polling place and an election official tells you that you aren't eligible or you don't have the required ID, then you can request to vote on a provisional ballot. Now, this should be a last resort, but if your only option is to vote provisionally, make sure you call your county board of elections as soon as possible and ask if you need to provide any additional information, like proof of ID, to make sure your vote is counted. Remember, as long as you're in line before polling places close in your state, you have to be allowed to vote. Stay in line though, because if you leave the line, you may not be allowed back in. And it's never okay for anyone to try to intimidate, coerce, or threaten you while you're trying to cast your ballot. If you experience issues while trying to vote on Election Day, you can call or text Election Protection, a national nonpartisan group that defends voting rights, at 1-866-OUR-VOTE. That's 1-866-687-8683 for help in English. They also have lines for people who speak Spanish, Arabic, and Asian languages. Their volunteers can help you get past any barrier to making your voice heard. This is Stephanie Haney, Legally Speaking.